2 days, 22 hours, 4,000 of you lot, all of us lot, and a building absolutely full of the biggest games of Christmas. Yes, it can only be the first ever completely sold out Eurogamer Expo. And if you haven't been lucky enough to make it down, well, I can exclusively reveal that it really has been.
Having spent too many years turning up to other people's shows, moaning about the queues, crappy location, disgusting food, and weird smelly attendees, it was finally time for Eurogamer to put its money where its mouth is with our first ever consumer show. Our idea was simple: hire an accessible venue in London, bring along the most exciting current and upcoming games in the world, make it cheap, £5, all proceeds going to charity, and throw it open to the people we love most in the world. Ourselves, obviously, but most of all, you guys. With less than 24 hours to go before the doors opened, it's fair to say there was a little bit of work still to do. But when we have a problem and there's no one else to help, we hire the E-Team. E-Day finally arrived, and after a last Herculean effort, we were ready to rock. And with the prospect of getting hands-on with all these beauties and more, the hardcore started queuing up hours early. Any excuse to be able to say first, eh? At last, the clock struck 11 and the Eurogamer Expo 2008 was go. Even though we knew day one was a sellout, it was bone-achingly, genitalia shrivelingly cold outside, and we just didn't know when people might turn up. But as we discovered to our relief, nothing keeps a Eurogamer from his games.
Yeah, we're at the back of the queue. But it doesn't matter, the spirit's still here.
One of the things we were most fascinated to discover was what you, our dear readers, look like. Spreading the love, or more usually the epic hate, in the forums is one thing, but we prefer the personal touch. But we must admit, even we were surprised by some of the people who turned up.
Oh, I do love games when you have to use your brain, and I'm very quick with my brain. Maybe old, but I'm very quick. Even when you've got the fighting games, I beat the pulp out of them. And it's my way of getting the frustration out of me.
Anyway, let's have a poke around inside, shall we? The main hall of the Truman Brewery in London's East End was home to the gaming Goliaths. There were 6 UK exclusive first plays on the show floor, including Resident Evil 5 and Killzone 2, and crowds quickly gathered around expected showstoppers like Call of Duty World at War and Gears of War 2. There were the powerhouse home consoles, there were PCs, there were handhelds, there were arcade cabinets, and of course, there was stuff for you to make a tit out of yourself on. And not the slightest whiff of a flaming fanboy riot. Seems you all love each other after all. There was more gaming joy to be found outside. Sony had its specially constructed Motorstorm hut, and if you didn't fancy a ciggy outside, you could always go and inhale solvents by the Ubisoft trailer while checking out their biggest games and blagging some freebies. But that wasn't all the Eurogamer Expo had to show for itself, oh no. Upstairs, Eurogamer's less embarrassing, grown-up sister publication, GamesIndustry.biz, was hosting a career fair. Trust us, getting paid for sitting in your pants all day playing games is pretty good as far as jobs go. And for people who wanted to learn more about a career in the games industry, this was the place to come. With companies like Sega, Rare, Lionhead, Crytek and Rebellion in the house, it was a great chance to pick brains and shove CVs under important noses. Plus, BAFTA was serving up free surgeries where top industry luminaries and career blaggers like me dished out advice on everything from design and publishing to music composition and journalism.
I've been a big fan of games for a long time. Just coming up here just gives me an idea and a peek into the world of what it will entail.
Trigger-happy show-offs were catered for over in the corner with a Far Cry 2 tournament that raged on throughout the event. But as much as we enjoy schmoozing with gaming's A-list, Eurogamer never forgets the little guys. And the Pixel Lab Indie Arcade offered the chance to sample the outlandish, weird and downright bonkers creations of the independent development scene, including the undoubtedly best named game of the show, War Twat.
a bit like an old school version of Geometry Wars, I'd say.
Do you think it's the best name game of the show?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. That's why I walked up to it. I saw it in big letters and I thought that's the game for me.
Now, you might think all of this will go to the heads of Team Eurogamer, with the editorial guys swaggering around the show floor, fighting off crazed groupies and basking in the golden expo glory. But such is our unstinting commitment to you that while the show raged on below, Tom and his minions were tucked away in this chilly, poky little room, powering out content as normal for Eurogamer.net. Such dedication. But if you did want to meet the team and had a burning question for us, and yes, of course you asked about review scores, Tom, Ellie and Ollie braved your wrath on both afternoons for the Ask Eurogamer panel.
I'm looking forward to Jamie Oliver, What's Cooking, obviously, Hell's Kitchen, Cooking Mama 2, Help Me I Can't Stop Cooking, Cooking Wii, Gears of Cooking, Fallout Cooking, and Bioshock Cooking. And apart from that, probably Tomb Raider, thank you Tom, Underworld Cooking, which is, Tom is going to let me review, which I am very excited about because I like Lara in a bit of a gay way.
Eurogamer is of course far more than just the chancers who throw words onto it every day. And everyone from management to admin and tech, plus our small army of selfless volunteers rolled up sleeves to keep the show on track.
So far so good?
Yeah, pretty successful.
The important question is, who's the best at putting the wristbands on?
I haven't got a lot of experience, to be honest.
Chris looks like he's a bit of a pro.
Yeah, he's spent a lot of time. I think he just likes holding people's hands, to be honest.
You look quite weary, but he has been working very, very hard, has Martin, making sure everything works, getting it all set up, stopping people from thieving things from stands as well. It's quite an important job.
Too many young scamps trying to run off controllers, consoles, volunteers. People will get anything they can get their hands on.
Do you have to give any sort of clips behind the ear to any naughty young gamers?
Yeah, even just for fun, really.
And overall, as a key component of the Eurogamer war machine, how's the expo been for you, Bertie?
It's been brilliant. I just snuck away, left my post up there to play on Street Fighter around the corner, and it was fantastic. I lost, but it was great fun.
Elsewhere, over both days of the expo, a crack band of Gears of War diehards were glued to their mobiles as part of a special SMS-driven COG tag hunt. We had them scrabbling around under tables, ransacking toilets, and even feeling up members of staff. You can witness this in full right now by clicking on the red button. And you can see James the cameraman on the next episode of Crime Watch.
The coppers, someone's reported you already, you dirty perv.
And that COG hunters weren't the only readers in the expo spotlight.
I'm joined here by Mike Williams, which Eurogamer readers may know from the forums as Laszlo. And he is the winner of our Little Big Planet level design competition. And his fabulous creation has been taken away with Sony and it's been built and now it's actually been made real in the game. What was that experience like for you?
Grueling, challenging, but fun all the way through.
Okay, cool. Well, Mike's now going to walk us through his fabulous levels.
At the beginning, just basic scenery, set the scene sort of. Well, I'm meant to have some other scenery in the background, but we never got around to it. These are meant to be glasses, but one of the many challenges we discovered is that you can't actually make glass into a decent form anyway. So you're meant to push the glasses, or beakers as they are now, up the ramp. Right, so originally we were meant to have one or two glasses, and you could kind of roll across them like the loggers do.
And when you on the day you did it, when you saw it for the first time, kind of how did it feel? Was it how you imagined it would turn out?
Oh, yeah, some bits of it kind of we had to deviate from the plans because you just couldn't do it. But there were some aspects of it where it was perfect. It's exactly, you look at the pictures, like that's how it was.
No surprises that Little Big Planet was one of your favourite games of the expo. And the top 10, as voted for by you, was a largely predictable group of the biggest hitters of Christmas 2008. But we must admit we didn't see your number one coming.
I'd say I'm going Mirror's Edge over there somewhere. That's pretty good.
Mirror's Edge is actually really good.
Resistance to Gears of War Call of Duty.
Left 4 Dead was fantastic, brilliant co-op.
I think Gears 2, that looks really good. But Fallout 3, that's the game of the year.
But as much as we love a hardcore gamer, the Eurogamer tent is big enough to welcome in gamers of all levels. Like this chap. who'd never even heard of Eurogamer and just wandered in off the street.
I don't know what it's called, but you go like that.
The Sean White snowboarding one, yeah.
Snowboarding is the most exciting game I've seen today.
Welcome aboard. So, after 2 days of moustache-twiddling revelry and thumb-blistering gameplay, thanks to you we managed to raise £15,000 for Games Aid. And the curtain came down on lots of happy hardcore gamers, casual gamers, and yes, even Eurogamers.
I can't actually quite believe how well it's gone. We've got every big game that I could think of that's coming out this year in the early stages of next year. There are so many people here and they all seem to actually be able to play games, which is, I'm sure you agree, unique among trade or consumer events, because usually there's just no chance of getting onto anything you actually want to play. I feel sorry for the people who can't make it. I mean, they've obviously missed the tigers and the Ferris wheel and you know, the water slide, and these things obviously were very difficult for us to get, particularly with the branding. I mean, being able to play a DS game while you're being chased around by a tiger is extremely difficult to coordinate, and a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
But we don't like being presumptuous, and we just had to know. Eurogamer Expo 2008, better than Halo?
Yes, much better. Halo's the I don't know about that. Maybe
8 out of 10?
9 out of 10.
I don't think much of Halo, so yeah, it is.
8 out of 10. No, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Oh, I don't know. That's a bold statement, but you know, I might.
Better than Halo, but not Halo 2 or 3.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, now that is controversial. 8.
Also, not better than Halo, same as Halo.
Just about.
Equal to Halo, controversial. I think he's going to get fired.
I don't like Halo very much, so completely. Yeah, I think it is amazing.
Oh, shucks. But seriously, a massive heartfelt Eurogamer thank you from all of us to every one of you who came along and supported us at the event and continue to read the site and slag each other off in the forums. We love you guys, and we look forward to seeing you at the next Eurogamer Expo.